let me ask you something. How many AI tools are you paying for right now? ChatGPT, Notebook L, Workspace, Consensus, maybe even another tool for citations, another one for statistics, and before you know it, you're spending hundreds of dollars every year just to do research. Here's the surprising part. You don't actually need most of them. Today, I'm going to show you the free research tools that I genuinely think every master's student, PhD researcher, and academic should know about. And one of them, Multilo, brings almost your entire research workflow together in one place. Let's start with one of the most underrated research databases on the internet, OpenAlex VOSviewer. Most researchers use Google Scholar. And don't get me wrong, Google Scholar is great. But if you're trying to understand an entire research field, it's not enough. This is where OpenAlex becomes incredibly useful. OpenAlex gives you access to millions of research papers completely free. But here's where it gets really interesting. Instead of reading papers one by one, you can export that data into a free visualization tool called VOSviewer. Now you're no longer looking at individual papers. You're looking at an entire research landscape, clusters, authors, keywords, institutions, research connections, even topics that hardly anyone is studying. And those isolated clusters? Sometimes they lead you directly to potential research gaps. Instead of asking, what paper should I read next? You're asking, what part of this field hasn't been explored enough? That's a completely different way of thinking. Multilo transition. Now imagine combining that with your own research library. You've downloaded 150 papers, made notes, highlighted important sections, saved previous Word documents, started writing your literature review. Normally, all of that is scattered across different folders. This is where I switched to Multilo. Instead of opening 5 different applications, everything stays inside one research workspace. Your PDFs, your previous assignments, your Word documents, your research notes, your AI conversations. Everything stays connected. So instead of asking AI random questions, you're asking questions based on your own research collection. That's a huge difference. AI Assignments Helper. One feature I find particularly useful inside Multilo is the AI Assignments Helper. Most students don't struggle because they can't write. They struggle because they don't know where to begin. The AI Assignments Helper helps you brainstorm ideas, understand difficult concepts, organize your assignment, and work through complex academic tasks while keeping your own research materials within reach. Think of it as an academic assistant that helps you move forward when you're stuck, not something that replaces your thinking. ASTA. The next free tool is ASTA. I honestly don't understand how this is still free. Instead of searching paper by paper, ask a research question. ASTA searches semantically. That means it understands meaning, not just keywords. You can also export citations, explore recent publications, and quickly build a starting point for your literature review. ResearchRabbit. If you've never used ResearchRabbit, you're missing out. This is probably one of the easiest ways to discover papers you would never find through a normal Google Scholar search. Instead of static search results, ResearchRabbit builds a living network of related authors, papers, and ideas. It's almost like Spotify, but for research papers. Global research space. Sometimes the hardest part isn't finding papers. It's understanding where your research actually fits. Global research space solves exactly that. Instead of showing another list of articles, it gives you a visual map of entire research disciplines. You can zoom in, discover neighboring topics, and sometimes find research opportunities you never knew existed. Free statistics tools. If you're paying for expensive statistics software, you probably don't need to. Both JASP and Jamovi are free, powerful, open source, and more than capable of handling the statistical analysis required for most master's and PhD projects. Outro. Research isn't about having the most expensive software. It's about building the smartest workflow. My workflow usually looks like this. OpenAlex for discovering papers. VOSviewer for visualizing research. ResearchRabbit for finding connected studies. JASP or Jamovi for statistics. And Multilo to bring everything together from organizing papers and previous work to using AI, managing assignments, and keeping my entire research project in one place. If you're serious about becoming a more productive researcher, subscribe to the channel. Every week we explore practical research workflows, AI tools, and strategies that help researchers save time and produce better work. I'll see you in the next video.